Hello everyone, welcome back on my channel Lesson Plan Corner. Today in this video we will see what was Thorndike Theory. It is also known as Trial and Error Theory. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe, and for PDF please comment me in the comment section below. I will provide you PDF of this video. Now let's just kickstart this video. Okay, so what was Thorndike Theory? So this theory was basically invented by Thorndike, and he was born in 1874, and he was a professor of American psychology. So basically he was a professor, okay, and he also worked on animal behavior, animal psychology, and behaviorism are his major field of accomplishment. Means he has done many things in this field, in the field of animal behavior or animal psychology. He has done many accomplishment, okay. Now he was also a board of psychological corporation, and he also has the honor of serving as the president of the prestigious American Psychological Association. So he was a prestigious American Psychological Association. Means he was a president of Psychological Association. Here you can see the experiment, okay, and today we are going to see law of learning as well and subordinate law of learning in this video, okay. So here you can see what was Thorndike theory. Now, what Thorndike used to think that we made many mistakes and we learn anything by making mistakes. Okay, suppose if we take example of a child, of an infant, okay, he do not learn to walk quickly. He first make many mistakes and after that he learn how to walk, okay. So Thorndike usually says that learning takes place by trial and error, and he stated that every person learns something after doing many errors. I means a person learns something after doing many errors, okay. He first tries one solution, but if it doesn't work he reject it and apply different solution and keep applying various solution till he get the correct solution. So what he is trying to say here is, if a person is trying to do something and if he is suffering from any type of problem, then what he do is he apply one solution, but if it doesn't work properly, then he will apply another solution. He do not stick to it, okay. So here you can see experiment, here you can see puzzle box also, and cat food also you can see here, trap door, everything. Thorndike made the situation so hard for cat to come out and have that fish, okay. So here you can see the picture of this cat who is locked up in a puzzle box. Okay, so let's see experiment. So what Thorndike did was he actually put a hungry cat inside a puzzle box, and a plate was also kept, but plate was kept outside the box. And he actually made the situation so difficult for cat to come out and have that fish. So what he actually wanted is, Thorndike wanted cat to come out from that box by pressing the button, by pressing the lever that was inside the box. And the cat has only one way to get out of that box, is to press the lever button that was inside the box, and the door could be opened only by pressing the lever that was inside the box. And here fish was stimuli for the fish was the stimuli for the cat. Now here you can see the box and all the situation. Okay, so cat is inside the box and the cat food is outside the box, and you can see how the situation was tough for cat to come out. Now, now cat started struggling to get out from that box because he was hungry. So he was doing every possible thing to come out of that box and to have that fish. So she started biting and clawing at the bars. She squeezes to get out of the box. She did whatever she could to get out from that box. And here fish was working as a stimuli and the food was making her do all the activities. After all her efforts failed, she accidentally pressed that loop and she get out from that box and had that fish. Cat got a small piece of fish this time. So what Thorndike did was he actually put a small piece of fish this time, and Cat did all thing to come out of that box. She accidentally pressed that lever that was inside the box and had that fish that was outside. Now here you can see the experiment through different pictures. From 4 pictures you can see all the condition that Thorndike has kept for this cat, and at last the cat came to know that she only has to press that button and she can come out of that box. Okay, so now cat this time was again placed inside the same box, and this time she took a less time to press that loop because she had you know a little bit experience already. That is why this time she took a less time. And what Thorndike did was he actually did the same process again and again, and cat you know she got to know that how to press that button and came out from that box. So after a few number of trials, what Thorndike realizes is the number of trials increased, the number of time taken decreased, because earlier cat was not able to come out of that box, but this time means after repeating the same thing again and again she came to know that how to come out of from that box, and and at the last when she was kept inside that box she quickly pressed that button and came outside that box. Okay, so this was trial and error theory of Thorndike. So you can say this, and yes, if you need the PDF then please comment me. I will provide you PDF. Here you can see some principles. First is law of readiness. So law of readiness is basically we have to be prepared mentally and physically to do some task that is given. Like here we have seen in the experiment that cat was ready. Cat was mentally prepared to get that food. If she was not hungry, or if she was not prepared mentally to take any action to get out of that box, then she would not have learned to press that button. Okay, so basically it was learning that cat learned after so many trials and error. So law of readiness means law of preparation to do some task. Okay, it could be mentally or it could be physically as well. Now let's see second law. Second law is law of effect. So the connection should not be weakened. Okay, the reward also should be satisfying. Otherwise, why would that cat would come out of that box if the reward would not been satisfying for her? So the results should also be satisfying. Reward should also be satisfying. Third you can see is law of exercise. So law of exercise means the repeated behavior will be learned easily. Law of readiness is a fundamental of trial and error theory learning. Since organisms learn as repeated trials and error practice, it can be divided into 2 parts. So exercise should be also is necessary, means trial and error. If we are doing something, we have to practice it many times, several times. So the more we will do mistake, the more we will learn it quickly. Okay, here it is also divided. This law of exercises is also divided into 2 parts. You can see here. Law of use and law of disuse. If any action is repeated by any individual, then they will learn something. Means if action is repeated again and again, then individual will learn something from that. And if it is not repeated by an individual, then he or she will not be able to learn anything. So means repetition of the action of the learning should be there, it is must. Okay, now we will see subordinate laws of learning. Okay, first you can see here is law of multiple response. So first is law of multiple response. So what this law says is individual should keep trying in different ways. He should not stick to the just one point. Rather he should try different ways. Okay, he should not just stick to one point, and he should keep trying and keep changes its response. Means he should not stick to one response, but he just should try to changes his response till an appropriate behavior hit upon. Like we have seen in experiment, cat was placed inside the box, but she actually did so many efforts to come out of that box. We saw that whatever means what she did, she tried to squeeze also, she tried to bite also. At last she came to know that how to get from that box. Second, you can see his law of set or attitude. According to this law, learning is affected more in the individual. He is set to individual should set his mind first. It will not only prepare him but also make means mentally preparation is also very much needed. Okay, so this is law of set or attitude. Okay, so this law learning is affected more in the individual. If he is set to learn, an individual should set his mind first. It will not only prepare him but also make him satisfied. Means if he is mentally prepared, then then the result will also be satisfying. Suppose if we are trying to teach anything to a student, and if a student is not mentally prepared to learn that, then he will not be able to learn, as well as the result will also not be satisfying. So it is very important that an individual should be mentally prepared to learn anything. Okay, so this is called as law of set or attitude. So here you can see example, cat inside the box was hungry and was willing to have that fish. So she did all that effort, but if she was not hungry at that time, she would not have put all that effort to come out of that box. Neither she learned to pull that loop. Means she was hungry, that is why she did all that effort to come out of that box, and the fish was also satisfying result for that cat. So third, you can see here is prepotency of elements. According to this law, the learner should try to work on that element only that is essential and try to avoid and neglect the thing that is not essential. This way he will get the result fast. So what this law says is, we should try to work only on that element that is essential, and we should also try to avoid all the things that is not essential to reach it to our means destination or our aim. Here you can see for the with the example of cat, the cat first put all her attempts to come out of that box, but later when she accidentally pressed that loop, she came out of that, and again by doing the same process again and again, she finally got the idea to come out of that box. Now she immediately pulled that loop and come out of there, and now she doesn't waste her time doing all that efforts. Means earlier she was doing a lot of efforts to come out of that box, but after realizing that it is very easy to come out of that box, she came to know that it is very easy just to press that button and came out of that box. So instead of wasting her time on doing all that things that she was doing earlier, she now just is pulling that press to come out of that box and to have that fish. Now fourth, you can see law of response by analogy. According to this law, the individual makes use of old experience while learning or new things. This law says is to acquire new skills, we make uses of old experiences. And here you can see the example of motorcycle has been given, that we learn motorcycle by taking experience of the riding that we had. Okay, now if you need the PDF, then please comment me in the comment section below. I will provide you the PDF. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, then please do subscribe it. Okay, and we will meet in next video. Till then, bye bye and take care. And yes, if you need the same video in Hindi, then you can subscribe my another YouTube channel named Nutan Online Study. You will get the same video in Hindi there. Okay. Now that's for it. Okay, we will meet in next video with another video. Thank you.